Every single day, America harvests enough produce to feed an entire nation, and almost all of it is done by massive, blazing fast machines that human hands simply cannot keep up with. One machine, replacing 300 workers, turning the entire field into a giant, open-air industrial assembly line. But the question that astounds everyone is, how does the US harvest millions of tons at a speed that utterly dwarfs human capability? Keep watching until the very end, because the answer is about to be revealed. Welcome to California, the undisputed celery capital of the United States. Here, this crisp vegetable is grown nearly year-round, stretching across vast fields that ripple like a green ocean in the wind. As the sun barely breaks the horizon, American farm workers begin their meticulous process on this fertile ground. They work in wide-brimmed hats and light protective gear, equipped with a specialized harvesting tool. The workers advance in a synchronized line, while a dedicated packing rig slowly moves down the rows behind them. With deliberate precision, the farmers cut the stalks at ground level, trimming away excess or withered leaves. The cutting knife itself acts as a ruler. Every slice is adjusted to a precise size, ensuring the celery fits perfectly into its final packaging. Once cut, the celery bundles are placed neatly on the ground, creating straight, easy-to-collect rows. Though repetitive, this task demands patience and accuracy. Every stalk is the result of months of care, so the harvest is always executed with decisive, yet delicate, action. The bundles are then immediately lifted onto the packing rig, where another team quickly washes them with clean water to remove soil and sand, and discards any damaged or substandard stalks. The best pieces are carefully placed into plastic bags or cardboard boxes, and then stacked into large bins. In the final stage, another crew loads the bins onto specialized flatbed trucks. Once full, they are rushed to processing centers, where the celery undergoes a final, rapid cooling process to lock in absolute freshness. During harvest season, vineyards across the United States transform into vibrant, enchanting landscapes. Throughout Central California, one of the nation's foremost grape-producing regions, endless rows of vines stretch toward the horizon, their deep green canopies draped with clusters of plump, ripe fruit. Shades range from deep royal purple to bright ruby red, creating a scene overflowing with color, abundance, and life. With its warm, dry climate and nutrient-rich soil, this area has become one of the world's most important hubs for both wine grapes and table grapes, supplying markets worldwide and supporting the production of raisins. Globally, annual raisin consumption reaches around 100,000 tons, a testament to the fruit's enduring popularity. As the harvest begins, farm workers start their day at first light. They move row by row, carefully inspecting each vine to select only the clusters at peak ripeness. Harvesting is far more than simply cutting grapes. It requires trained eyes to judge sweetness, firmness, and color. After each cut, workers immediately remove damaged or poor quality berries, ensuring they do not compromise the quality of the entire bunch. Though this method takes more time, it results in better flavor consistency and significantly extends shelf life. Once collected, the clusters are gently placed into special crates right in the vineyard. A second sorting follows, where workers remove any green, irregular, or undersized grapes. Crates are then lined neatly beneath the trellises, ready for field trucks to collect them. Every step, from selection and cutting to sorting and boxing, is performed with meticulous care to achieve a premium final product. By the time the crates leave the vineyard, they hold grapes of uniform color, smooth glossy skins, and preserved natural sweetness. In essence, The grape harvest is a craft that blends hands-on skill with the farmer's deep understanding of the vine, an annual ritual that showcases both tradition and precision. Moving away from the green vineyards, we come to one of the world's most beloved fruits, the apple, an unmistakable symbol of autumn across many regions. In the United States, particularly in Washington State, thousands of acres of orchards glow with bright red fruit under the sun, creating a lively and striking landscape. Apple harvesting still relies heavily on skilled manual labor. Workers begin at the upper slopes of each row and work their way downward, ensuring no fruit is overlooked. Because many apples grow high above ground, picking them requires balance, dexterity, and experience. Seasoned workers wear a large picking pouch across their front, allowing them to move efficiently and stay stable while climbing ladders. Their movements reveal a blend of endurance and precision. In large orchards, a single worker can fill between 15 and 30 full bags in a single day. When the pouch is full, they gently release a flap at the bottom, letting the apples roll softly into large wooden bins without bruising. Excess leaves and twigs are removed on the spot, and an initial round of sorting takes place right in the orchard. The best-sized, most visually appealing apples are set aside for fresh market sales, while smaller or blemished fruit is designated for processing. Bins are lined up neatly beneath the trees, ready for specialized field trucks to collect them. To increase efficiency, some modern orchards use mechanical shaking systems. A robotic arm clamps around the tree trunk and delivers quick, controlled vibrations, causing hundreds of apples to drop onto a large mesh net spread below. This technology allows farmers to harvest thousands of apples in mere hours without harming the tree. After being collected from the orchard, the apples are transported immediately to initial processing centers. There, they are washed with clean water, damaged fruit is removed, and the rest move on to packaging or processing. A significant portion becomes juice or applesauce, while premium apples are stored in advanced cold rooms, where controlled atmospheres preserve their freshness and crispness for many months. Leaving the apple orchards, we head to the vast potato fields of North Dakota, where farmers are meticulously preparing for the new planting season. On smaller farms, planting and harvesting are still done manually, requiring significant effort. However, on larger farms, with yields reaching hundreds of tons annually, modern machinery has become an indispensable ally. In the massive fields of Idaho, America's self-proclaimed potato capital, colossal machines move efficiently across the fertile soil. Technology has replaced human labor in almost every stage, from planting and hilling to harvesting and transportation. The efficiency is undeniable. These machines lift the plants, quickly separating the tubers from the earth, and return the foliage to the field as a natural green manure. Everything happens in a matter of seconds, allowing for the completion of dozens of acres in a short time. Furthermore, thanks to powerful lighting systems, harvesting at night is no longer an obstacle. To get those golden potatoes moving on the conveyor belt, farmers start work while it's still dark. The harvesters move constantly through the rows, collecting all the tubers and minimizing ground loss. Behind them, specialized trucks receive the load directly from the machine and transport it to the initial sorting centers. In the warehouse, workers remove any remaining foliage and carefully select the potatoes, discarding damaged or deformed ones. The compliant tubers are dried and cleaned before being stored in cool storage, which ensures their freshness for several months. Finally, a large part of the production is sent to factories to be turned into potato chips, an iconic product that conquers palates worldwide. In front of you is a lush lemon grove in Florida. Unlike the tall orange trees, the lemon trees here are much shorter, with dense foliage that allows farmers easy access to their fruit. The firm, juicy lemons, with their bright, glossy skins, stand out among the foliage, creating a dynamic and vibrant landscape. When the majority of the fruit turns a light yellow or deep, glossy green, accompanied by a distinct citrus aroma, it's the perfect time to begin the harvest. From early morning, farmers are in the fields with large baskets and special sacks. Thanks to the low height of the trees, they can pick the lemons by hand, without the need for ladders. Each fruit is carefully inspected before cutting, ensuring it has reached the desired ripeness and quality. With a gentle twist, they detach each lemon from the branch and place it in the sack to avoid scratching. When the sacks are full, they are carefully poured into large containers, always protecting the interior pulp. Under the intense sunlight, the farmers work diligently and with love for their land. With patience and pride, they hope that each lemon not only retains the distinctive freshness of Florida, but also becomes an essential ingredient in millions of homes worldwide. In the Netherlands, greenhouse bell peppers are still predominantly harvested by hand, as each pepper must be cut precisely to avoid damaging the plant. Workers use specialized scissors or knives to carefully detach the ripe peppers and place them in trays or carts that move through the aisles between the rows. Immediately after harvesting, the peppers are transferred to a pre-sorting area inside the greenhouse. There, they are weighed, sorted, and separated by color and size using modern automated conveyor systems. This ensures the final product maintains consistent quality before packaging. According to 2024 statistics, the area dedicated to bell pepper cultivation in Dutch greenhouses reached approximately 1,570 hectares, with an estimated production of over 406 million kilograms. Dutch bell peppers are recognized across Europe for their intense color, smooth skin, and minimal defects. The majority of the production is distributed within the European Union, with Germany, the United Kingdom, and Nordic countries being the main consumer markets. After sorting, the peppers move to a modern packaging stage. Each one is placed in plastic trays or cardboard boxes, covered with a thin protective film to maintain freshness. Thanks to this rigorous process, Dutch bell peppers maintain their crisp texture, appealing color, and are ready to reach supermarkets and restaurants across Europe just a few days after harvest. Beyond citrus, peanuts are also a foundational crop in the United States, concentrated mainly in the states of Georgia, Texas, Alabama, and Florida. Among them, Georgia leads the way with nearly half of the national production, establishing the state as the country's most significant peanut hub. According to the EU Department of Agriculture, the economic value of peanuts reaches billions of dollars annually, serving not only as the raw material for peanut butter and cooking oil, but also as a pillar of agricultural exports. Today, the entire harvesting process is fully mechanized. First, a specialized digging machine traverses the rows. Its subsurface blades gently loosen the soil and lift the roots along with the pods. After a few days, a second combine harvester collects the dried plants, separating the leaves and stems on a conveyor belt and depositing the peanuts into a rear container. From the field, the trucks loaded with peanuts head directly to the processing plants. There, the pods undergo a cleaning process, removing impurities and additional drying to achieve the appropriate moisture level. Next up are the mushrooms of South Korea, a food that is not only rich in nutrients, but is also considered a valuable component in both cuisine and traditional medicine. In 2024, the country produced hundreds of thousands of tons, featuring varieties like enoki, oyster, and shiitake. Unlike traditional methods, most farms now adopt advanced technology with automated greenhouses that tightly control temperature, light, and humidity. As a result, the mushrooms grow uniformly, maintain consistent quality, and can be harvested entirely by smart machinery. When harvest season arrives, autonomous robots move along the cultivation racks. Their robotic arms are programmed to identify clusters of mushrooms at their optimal point. They gently cut the base and place the mushrooms onto an integrated conveyor belt. High-precision sensors ensure the process is exact and avoids damaging the delicate stalks. The machine then arranges the mushrooms into perfectly aligned trays and transfers them directly to the pre-processing area. Thanks to this combination of agricultural tradition and cutting-edge automation, South Korean mushrooms retain their natural flavor and meet the demanding standards of the international market, ready for export to various countries in Asia and Europe. This journey has revealed only a small sliver of America's vast agricultural landscape, where nature, human grit, and cutting-edge technology unite to produce harvests on a scale the world rarely sees. Behind every machine and every row of crops stands the unwavering resilience of farmers, the very heartbeat that keeps the nation's food system moving forward. If these perspectives have captivated you, and if you're eager to witness even more powerful machines, even larger fields, and even more astonishing stories, then stay with us in the videos ahead. Because this adventure is only beginning. There is still so much more waiting for you.